So how'd it go? Did you feel like there was more integration?
Overall, Danny, I would say it was a success, but a minor success and somewhat disappointing. At its worst, it was something providers saw to make an extra dollar, and they would do the minimum it took to be able to bill and
Mhm.
get paid extra money.
Mm.
They would have their office staff do the screening instrument. The provider would pay very little attention to it. They did just enough to justify getting paid, but they really did not truly integrate. Unfortunately, there are providers that are interested in seeing patients and
Mhm.
not taking care of patients. At its best, I think providers went, this is what we've always been looking for. Wow,
Mhm.
this is a great tool. I wished I'd have had this earlier. And they implemented it. They built their network of referrals. They had people they could, because once they did the screen, they had the brief intervention of, hey, look, I'm here to help you. You know, what can I do to help you? Something like it, just as simple as that. And the patient certainly at that point has a choice to say, this provider really wants to help me, or I'm just not ready yet. But if the patient says, wow, someone cares, they're going to help me, then it's on the provider and that team within that practice to get you to that next
Mhm.
step of care.
Mhm.
And that's what SBIRT is about. It's about referring to therapy. It's not necessarily about doing the care right then.
Mhm.
And so providers, I think at its best, were thankful, they learned, and they accepted it. And then again, there was a spectrum of acceptance in
Mhm.
between. People tried it and said, this is too much work. It's put too much stress on my staff. I'm sorry, I'm out on this. It's not worth the incentive. And then
Mhm.
there were providers who simply knew up front, this is going to stress my practice out. It's disrupting my workflow. I'm not interested. And they never adopted it.
Mhm.
So we had people all along that spectrum. And overall, did it have the uptake we wanted? No, it
Mhm.
didn't. Uh, it was an attempt, and I do think some good came from it.
Mhm.
I think we definitely created a lot of awareness